First, we'll pick up some of the factors that are contributing to the rise of digital frauds in India. And these are broadly bucketed into three categories. One is the technological factors, then the societal factors, and lastly, the operational factors. So let's start with technology. Increased internet penetration and up with Jio coming in, internet became a lot more affordable. And the government, through their Jan Dhan accounts, also had a push towards financial inclusion, which resulted in a lot of people getting familiarized with digital payment methods. For example, 2016, when UPI was launched, it literally revolutionized digital payments in India and put India on the map of technological and fintech innovation. And since then, by 2024, we've seen 200 trillion rupees being transacted via UPI. So this is truly, in terms of impact, democratized financial services and, unfortunately, expanded the target base for fraudsters. Because many new users, they lack the necessary awareness and skills to protect themselves from digital frauds. That, of course, brings us to the societal factor, which is the lack of financial literacy amongst our users, where even the basic principles of and the ability to manage their finances, because they lack it, it makes them a lot more susceptible to greed, and because of that greed, susceptible to fraudsters' attacks. And despite RBI's efforts to educate consumers through a lot of high-profile campaigns, many users still fall prey to such phishing scams and social engineering attacks. And finally, we come to the operational side of it, which I think is a collective failure of the fintech and financial institutions in the country, because in a race to capture market share and to show that rapid growth, many financial institutions and fintech players have definitely relaxed their security controls, their KYC checks and norms, which has made their systems a lot more vulnerable to cyber attacks.